What's up guys, Toastie here, Get Burnt. Today I'm going to be talking more about something, well actually no, I'm not talking more about something. I haven't talked about this pretty much ever on my channel, really, as an entirety of a topic. And, you know, I wanted to kind of give you guys something else that you guys probably haven't heard of in a little while. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Dragon Ball Online. Now, Dragon Ball Online, as we all know, or most of us should know, was a Dragon Ball MMO that was only specific to like one country, but a lot of people were able to play it by use of other methods, as well as like trying to get an English patch and all that type of stuff. It was one that was actually sort of popular a while ago, and then it stopped. It stopped for some reason. I don't know really what the reason was. I don't know if it didn't have enough money to keep on going or something along those lines. Although I do know that it did stop its production, or it did stop its distribution, and stopped having servers and all that stuff. So. And now everybody's waiting for this Dragon Ball Online Revelation thing, which is supposed to be like a revitalization or like something to bring back Dragon Ball Online. But today I wanted to kind of talk about something that a lot of people probably have been wondering because of, you know, how successful Xenoverse was and everything like that. And I thought, you know, why not say something about it? So obviously Xenoverse itself is not an MMO really. It's kind of a bootleg MMO kind of mixed with more of fighting mechanics. So it's like, pretty much we get a game that is obviously a game that's just a normal Dragon Ball Z fighting game, 3D, but it's with a lot of RPG elements like the hub world, like all of the items you have to collect through quests and all that stuff. It's kind of trying to give you that sort of feel, but it's not really an MMO or RPG technically. It's more of something that's just a fighting game that's trying to give you an RPG-like feel, which is cool. I really enjoyed Xenoverse, as I said before, and I still say it's my favorite Dragon Ball Z game. But today I wanted to kind of talk about if there was ever a possibility of a new Dragon Ball MMO to ever happen. Now, I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, no, it's not possible, it costs too much money, because I know MMOs do cost a lot of money to make, a lot of money to maintain, and even though I'm not a game designer, I could tell that that would be an extremely hard thing to keep up, especially with the fans, because, you know, sometimes the fans could be a little bit finicky on what they want, so we really have no idea really when they are really going to have to do it, because, you know, like all the fans probably be like, yeah, I really want that, and then when they make it, no one plays it. So hopefully they, one day, I don't know, whenever they get the money and all that stuff, hopefully we get a new Dragon Ball MMO. Hopefully it's a little bit better than Dragon Ball Online. I never really got a chance to properly play Dragon Ball Online, but from what I saw, it was a little bit too clunky, even by MMO standards. So hopefully, if they ever make a new MMO, they can make it a little bit better in terms of like how you actually fight. Like obviously, a more fluid system of fighting. Obviously, MMOs generally, when they are fighting, or at least the same MMOs that I'm talking about, like the same sort of thing as Dragon Ball Online, usually they are very stiff because, you know, you're pressing one button to do one thing repeatedly. But, you know, I really do enjoy MMOs, or at least I did back in the day. I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft because, you know, I'm a nerd, I guess, whatever. But yeah, I used to play a lot of that, and I never really got to actually enjoy Dragon Ball Online before it actually went down, so I never really got that experience. So if any of you have played Dragon Ball Online in the past, I'd really like to know what your experience is on it, because, you know, Dragon Ball Online itself is something that sounds really interesting to me, and the trailer has always been like one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z related trailers, like, of all time, only because the music, the direction of the art style and everything like that, all of it is done extremely well. It's just a really awesome trailer, and obviously it's what you're seeing in the background. So I mean, like, I just really do enjoy that trailer, and I never got the chance to enjoy the game. So I really think that a Dragon Ball MMO could work, I think. Only problem that we could see here is obviously cost, and, you know, the fact that people may or may not want it. And I guess that now MMOs are not as popular as they used to be. Back in like the 2000s, they were extremely popular. Well, back in the early 2000s and stuff like that, they were extremely popular due to like WoW popularity and all that stuff. So I mean, now I guess that it wouldn't be as profitable as it would have been back then, but I do think that it would still be really awesome to have some sort of Dragon Ball MMO type thing going around. Obviously it wouldn't be for consoles, because, you know, that's just how usually MMOs are. Usually MMOs are not on console, and if they are, they are not successful. And I can't even think of to mind like an MMO that was on console like instantly. I can't really think of that. So I mean, oh well, Final Fantasy 14 I guess is the closest thing that I could say to MMO, even though it is MMO. So I guess, yeah, that was the last thing that was on console. I guess it could work, but, you know, I guess it would just take a lot more money and everything to put it on console and everything like that, instead of just having it on PC. Dragon Ball Online was only on PC, and I don't know. I would just like to see something along the lines of a Dragon Ball MMO to happen in the future. Obviously, it would be done a little bit better, and I just wanted to talk about this a little bit as well. I'm not going to be spending a lot more time on this, but I'm just saying, I think that it would be really awesome You know how in Dragon Ball Online you had 3 races pretty much. You had the humans, I believe, the Namekians. Well, yeah, the humans and the Saiyans were kind of already interchanged, kind of, like, because if you made a wish to Shenron as a human, I believe in Dragon Ball Online, you could become a Super Saiyan. So I guess that their genes had mixed completely with the humans and the Saiyans, and I think that you're actually able to also make a Majin. Yeah, you're also able to make a Majin, and you can actually transform into like a little Kid Buu thing, which is actually something that I actually talked about a while ago when Xenoverse was about to come out. I talked about how I thought, you know, this could be in Xenoverse because this was in Dragon Ball Online, and a lot of Xenoverse was based off of Dragon Ball Online. So I thought, you know, that's something that they could have implemented, but then they never did. They never implemented any sort of Kid Buu-like form for the Majin race besides the female's normal look, and it kind of made me sad, and I think that now they could do a whole lot better with it. In terms of races and all that stuff, I think now we can get the Frieza race to be played as. I think that would be a really awesome thing. Now, obviously, the Saiyans are someone that everybody would really want, but I mean, technically, if they're going to be going the same route as Dragon Ball Online in terms of its story, then I don't think that you'll be playing as Saiyans, you'll be playing as humans. But, you know, I just want to know what you guys think about this. What do you guys think about a Dragon Ball MMO that could happen sometime in the near future? Obviously not in the near future, but like, you know, anytime soon or whatever. Would you want a Dragon Ball Online game? Would you want that? An MMO? Would you want that? If you would, tell me in the comments down below, as well as make sure to leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed the discussion. If you want me to talk about any other sort of Dragon Ball games that are maybe not Xenoverse and all that stuff, like maybe you want me to talk about older Dragon Ball Z games and stuff like that, maybe if you want me to do that, then I'll do it, but just make sure you give me your feedback, tell me what you want. And yes, that is all I gotta say for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, so before, make sure to leave a like, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. And yep, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys later with more Dragon Ball Z content. Yep, that's it for me. Peace out.